No, Ayomi, David, welcome about for us today. It was. I'm sorry, I'm so tired to welcome you, but welcome in. Have fun. Yeah, What was I? Was I okay? I'm currently moving from the previous list of the chess pieces on my phone into this list that I have. Hold on. What do we have here? Let me revisit the last one. The bonus is the author. It's on an author page. Uh, First ally being captured, it will return that turn and then self-destruct itself. It's basically a fail safe. Okay, now I remember it. You can call it an angel. Angel or not angle? Angel, right. Next one is Yao. Yao. An outer piece that gives one cell sideway non-capture move to the frontal piece if it's the only frontal piece. This one is also on the list because it's quite difficult to get used to, I guess. Frontal or support or both. You can call it a both. Um, okay, and outer gives um, post online or frontal front into give uh additional move, or I said give ability sideway movement, right? Something like this. If frontal ally will receive the sideway movement, it's just their frontal thing is hard to detect in practice. Because from what I think it is, hold on. Yeah, frontal and not frontal something. Ally give ability sideway. It is good. Let's just say sideway turtle. Sideway turtle. Next one. Yeah, this one is in the shopping list. I'll think a piece to the places. Like all the frontal piece will be able to do it. I mean, it's not too difficult to remember. Some probably it's a good idea to keep that piece. The next one about a kangaroo piece that is immune to all effects. Have I seen this ability before? It's on the king itself, right? Cannot be destroyed by ability. Why would the king have that, like, privilege? I mean, all the soul pieces should have this commentary to not be destroyed by ability, but I'm also not sure. But the one, a kangaroo pizza is immortal pieces. Okay, basically, a dry. What do I think of that? A daredevil. Love that name. Person who does dangerous things and takes risk. Not this case, I guess, but it's okay. It's a kangaroo paste. Immune to effects. Next is Jin, an eye paste, or the only eye piece in the game, basically. On capturing, destroy one more enemy piece behind it in eye path. It has the ability to rotate the direction that it has. Here's um, the lizard. Yeah, with the flame tail that will swing and rotate like in an X form to fly into the air and strike down onto the enemies, killing both uh, one and behind one. This one could be like this one could get the privilege to perform double capturing or capturing moves that affect multiple pieces at once, but that's gonna be really buggy. Sure, I don't have high hope for that. Maybe not, probably not. Eyepiece. We don't have an eyepiece here, so it is chicken or turtle, but only one direction, and it's a sliding. Okay. Capture or destroy. Um, destroy. How can I say further? On capture. Holy shit, this could be really difficult to like explain it. Uh, let's just say capture. Um, capture. Yeah, capturing will destroy one more cell or one more piece after it. Of course, it's gonna be an enemy piece. Enemy. Yeah. And then we have a directional master and main piece. It can change direction after ordering. Also, this one is the arrow. No, not the arrow, but yeah, let's just say it's the arrow or the corn. I would love the corn name better. Not that. Yeah. Um. Do I even explain this? This has the knight ability, the lion ability, the kangaroo ability, elf into K into R. It also has the turtle ability and the chicken ability. Basically, every basic ability, all five movements it has. Incredible. Also, so direction. Yeah, the Grand has similar premise, but the Grand is probably better because it can slide like rooks or bishop. This one is gonna jump, but it will cover a lot of area, which which is still good. Rational into change direction. That's yeah, not an order though. Here we go. The next one is the God of Death. Okay, so it is just death. Not literal death called God because in the law that I will create, like for the current law, the God of Death is a super entity, but not supernatural entity. The God of the Death ends the life of God of sun or the sun god, the alien that went to the planet Earth. Let's just say it's Earth, even though it's not. But it's easier to call the planet Earth because it feels like your home and your planet. Calling it by a different name could make it feel very alienated. What it is in this world, basically everything is so different. Like the fundamental aspect of things are just so different already. But we will get to that later. Death, God of Death. I love this guy. This guy is probably one of the first character that are all related as I have created. It's three the only piece with the size that is 3 by 3 can teleport teleport anywhere to destroy four corners. I'm not gonna be capturing you. This piece won't be able to wait. Is it gonna be capturing because you have to capture? If not, if the enemy can negate destroy abilities, we will have collisions. So I will make sure that these are capturing. Yeah. Okay, so this is multiple capturing. Uh, Probably the only bits in the game that I should keep multiple capturing. And um, and then gray search, and then destroy the furthest ally. Very complex, very powerful. Cannot be destroyed. Got to mention that. Um, yeah, because there's nothing that is strong enough to destroy it, except the God Killer. How can I say that this guy cannot be destroyed? Non-capture. No, non-capture is move, right? Immune capture. Immune destroy. Immune effects, basically. Um, no, it's not gonna be immune into effects. I would love to have this guy being affected, like being pushed away. It doesn't really matter anyway. Or use this guy to like trample all the pieces. I don't know. It makes sense that this guy can be moved around. It's okay. Uh, Even if it's moved around, it can just teleport. Uh, in the law itself, the god of death cannot really teleport, but it can like move in a grander scale. So basically, it can just jump and it can cover like mountains. So it's basically teleporting in the like other people perspective, basically. Anyway, let's move on to the next. This Ilot, a turtle that frees surrounding enemies. So that is a freeze space. A turtle move route and then freeze surrounding enemies. Yeah, simple to understand. Next one is simple three chicken pieces that create a train. Okay, this one is gonna be difficult to explain. The three. The trial. Oops. A train. How do I even say it's gonna be a train? Oh my god. If the middle one is captured, two others become independent. If the one at one end is captured, the adjacent one automatically capture back. Um, yes. Wait, what? If the middle one is captured, two others become independent. I could change the wording of this a little. But how do I start to say this? 3x chicken. Firstly we got this uh drain, create a drain form, drain format, drain formation, right? like train up the pieces. Next thing is if the middle one is captured, so, how can I say it? Um, one is captured, then the other capture it, capture back the piece that do it, or at least try to do it, right? This one is gonna be really difficult to implement in the actual code because of the multiple cases that could involve in it. The trial in the like in design are different. So we will have one small guy, one middle guy, and one big guy. They're basically brothers or sisters, like a family. If one is captured, probably the bigger one will try to hit back. Yeah, I could go with that. If one guy that any captured, the other guy connected to it will move forward and attempt to capture the captured piece. But that will be for later. But the idea is there. Hile, an auto piece that can order like the last order opponent. An auto piece that can order like the last order opponent. So basically, they are copycat. Copycat. My friend gives this name before. Um, but it's more like like wait, how a carrot. Yeah, it's a carrot. A parrot. Sorry. Yeah, it's a parrot. Copy last turn ability, basically. Can this guy copy ability of death? Um, yeah, depended on the law. If this guy is gonna be some supernatural forces, and probably it is because it can just copy everyone's abilities around it, and the pieces that we will have could have an absurd amount of power. Like for all of the pieces here, they are legends with incredible fists, incredible powers, incredible willpowers. Uh, for 100 pieces. So a guy just can't afford to copy abilities of the heroes should be a high order supernatural entity. Probably a god by itself, like a poor god. I would love to say that. Yeah. But for now, it's named Parrot. Next one. Magnet, a turtle piece that forces enemies to get into its path. Must capture if possible. This one is a little weird. And also I don't know what could I give this. Like a fish, a fisher, no a fish, a catfish. Hold on. The meaning doesn't fit, so the lure. Let's just say the lure. I don't like this name. It's okay. It's easy to remember later. So just force enemy to move into its part. How do I even say this? Yeah, this is just very unique. There's no overlap with all the pieces abilities. Uh, Enemy move, and also because this is so weird, uh, this guy gonna be either very difficult to uh play with, yeah, or very weak, which is unlikely. This guy is gonna be really annoying, really annoying. Yeah, okay. If I guess it's right. This guy's gonna be a very random factor that can affect a lot of games. But he's still fair game. He's still good. So yes, okay. One like this guy can basically solo the whole board in the manner of anti-chess. If you know it, basically anti-chess mm, taken form into a piece by itself. Or this is the inverse anti-chess, or the piece that force the enemy to play anti-chess with you, basically. Basically, hold on. Force enemy move into its part. Which part is a turtle? T turtle part, and it's a turtle. Okay, I think that is enough to explain. Or is it? Hang on, then is the next one. Strength, a lion piece that makes adjacent enemy short-sighted. Cannot order outside of 5.5 range. This one is also very tricky to like play around and also play with. I'll think about it. But short-sighted is a concept, a very unique concept. The concept, good or bad, is a different question. Yeah, whatever we have this, this is a mist or whatever. Not mistake. A lion into adjacent base enemy short-sighted. 5.5. Order limit. Here we go. Easy to understand. This should also apply to God as well. So it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah. Yeah, it could be funny if this guy like store the god death, the death god forever, and like the other guys could not get rid of this mist. Yeah, this mist gonna be a counter for a lot of pieces. Wait, yeah, the death can just like stand up, teleporting, jumping onto this guy, just to kill it. Yeah, No problem there. Um, Here we go. What's next? Moth. A chicken piece that automatically repeat last move can go into a soul cell, then destroy itself. Um, yeah, so it's infested or zombie. Move repeatedly. It's also a chicken piece that automatically move, repeat as move. Okay. Yes. Turn and move is a little bit confusing. I think I should change all the turn names into moves. Last move. Turn is more of the game concept, and it's not related to abilities themselves. Okay, next one is unboil. A piece that cannot be captured or captured can teleport to adjacent of an ally. So is a duck, but just a little bit limited and balanced, I guess. Auto is a little bit misleading. Teleport to adjacent piece ally. Okay. Also cannot be captured. Immune capture. Immune destroy. Wait, I didn't say anything about destroy. It should be immune to capture, but not immune to destroy. Probably. But should it? Yeah, being immune to capture should go with the effect of being immune to destroy. Unless it is a specific case. Yeah. So that it's easier to understand and play with. Okay, the duck cannot capture adjacent piece allied. Yeah, this is non-capturing teleport. Here we go, just a bit. Next one is extract a chicken piece that allows a live piece to move again after moving into it. So very so this is a oil. Huh, funny. Yeah, allow allied pieces to move into it, then perform additional move from inside of it. Basically, an oil pool, an oil puddle. How about that? Okay, but how do I even phrase this thing? Move into a line piece. Move into give extra. This should be it. Yeah, this should be it. Simple to understand, very strong to play. Also, it can kill things. It can capture things. Opera, a total portal pieces can create a portal and piece anyway. After that, a line moving into it cannot capture move again, starting from the portal end. The end portal is not capturable. The turtle cannot move after and can still be captured. So basically, oil puddle with uh, two sides or a wormhole. Wormhole. Great. The tool can create the end or spawn. Yes, can spawn end portal or end wormhole. Let's just say that the other wormhole into teleport. Give a live move into wormhole. Holy shit, this is gonna be really difficult to explain. Give extra. Yeah, just like oil purple, but with extra steps, basically. It's funny. Uh, okay, like an auto. Yeah, just go and shoot it. Mhm. Okay, the next one, Howler. A kangaroo piece that fears adjacent enemy, so they must order. It can be passed through or slide through. Yeah. Fear, so it's gonna be a ghost, right? Fear, adjacent piece. Enemy, interfere, must order. It also can be passed through and be passed through and be slide. Be passed through should be enough to explain, right? I guess. 45. Lion describes a swamp area around, right? All pieces can jump in but cannot slide through. Yeah, the whole lot of the pieces I'm covering have very unique abilities. I love it. Like this is very, very unique. Except maybe the wormhole. Maybe the wormhole is not that good. Actually, I might give it some marks. Gonna look into it later. Because of how good their ideas are. I were having difficult time trying to come up with better or more unique, more creative, and playable pieces. Which is another story. We will probably get back to that after I have done this list. But let's hope the duration gonna be quick enough. And also I need to pay attention and put the robot pieces or robot life pieces into this list of the show immune pieces. Right. Okay, what do we have here? The Fire Alliance, that's great. Yeah. Swamp. Error, right. So let's just say it's a frog. Because I don't know a better example of a thing living in swamp. And also it's a lion, so it's pretty fitting. Even though a lion beast cannot jump, a lion beast have to slide two moves like rook. Sorry, two steps like rook. But it's still fitting. Don't mind me. Create a swarm area. Okay, how do I say it? Adjacent beast enemy. Only apply to enemy though. Opposites can jump in but cannot slide through. Uh, Swarm effect. Can jump in but cannot slide through. Easy to understand. Next one is the a masterpiece, which is remote. This is a master, so we're gonna have another masterpiece. Gonna be probably a 9 piece, I think. But let's see the ability. Yeah, it can order enemy pieces. The enemy piece can capture or destroy all the enemies. Wow, okay, so it's gonna be a lot of bugs. Just listening to that is a lot of bugs. Probably not gonna be killing uh like allies though, but I don't know. I do not know. Judging from the ability, the control piece should be able to capture all the pieces, even if the other pieces are aligned to it. So I guess so. So this is a controller. Let's just say it's a controller because it's probably the easiest name that I can give right now. Should be a knight. It can control knight path, enemy. Yeah, this one is like a unique extra ability. Okay, enemy in knight path is controlled. Can uh can affect. Let's just say can affect is aligned, which is dangerous. Next one is 47. A chicken piece that can move again if it's captured. Okay. What a chicken? Okay, can move again if it's captured. Yeah, if it captured and not if it's captured. Once you are captured, you cannot move again. What were I thinking? So a berserker. But it's a chicken though, so it's not gonna be really strong, or is it? Capture into more capture. Huh. Well, give extra more capture. No, it's just gonna be give extra and loop back into it. It's like a checker. Yeah, it's like a checker piece. The difference is that it does not move past. The captured piece is more like a bishop that can only jump one step. The next piece is a turtle. I think I will cover until 50. And I'll stop. Just listing going through all the pieces does help me a lot remembering them. I created the pieces from the past, but I was really having a hard time remembering these names. Okay, what do we have here? Turtle piece that can jump, capture, or move past a piece only if there's a piece adjacent to it. Very easy to understand, actually very strong in practice from the games that I have had with this guy. It is a monster, do not be fooled. This ability is crazy. Okay, what do we have? Well, unless, I mean, from the context, I play this piece with the normal chess pieces, and this guy appeared to be extremely strong for some reason. Okay, also, like, the total ability is like really unique and strong already. It's like a jumping rope, and I'm not kidding when I say that. What was gonna be the name? Jumper? Sure. A turtle, and also can like 2x turtle, right? It's gonna be a jump, not a slide. The first instance here we have jump, except from night movement. Night movement is of course a jump movement, so we don't talk about it explicitly. But this one is a rook jump movement. The first one at that. Okay. But with the condition that there's a piece adjacent to it. Adjacent piece. Yeah, okay. Actually very easy to understand. 49. A grab piece that can pull one piece back oneself or destroy it if it's an adjacent piece. So this is a proper frog. Which means we will like just name this swarm, I guess. Yeah, the frog is a definite design for this space. It can use its tongue to uh like to get to other pieces. Can also pull back. A light piece can eat enemy piece into its belly, destroy it. Okay. And it's also the first instance of a crab piece. Where do I have a crab piece? Slide the spearman up. I don't think I have. Sure. I do not think I have the squab. Sorry, the crab piece here. We're putting a lot onto this guy. This guy is having a lot of abilities and unique movement abilities to which is a little bit overloaded. I will probably have to break this piece down into easier to digest parts or slap some of the abilities into other guys as well. Some of them don't have a lot to talk about. Like just look at this, easy enough, right? But sometimes being direct is the best cost of you know having fun, I guess. So okay, what do we have here? Grab. So grab is a turtle. It's gonna be a slide turtle. If it want to. But has to be horizontal. Horizontal slide total. And that it. Also, it has the ability to pull back in total part, only of total part of um, slidey part. Yeah, we pull it back. Any pieces doesn't matter. It's gonna be pulling in allies. It's gonna be pulling in enemies into enemies to destroy. Yeah, it's destroy. It's not a capture. Capture is a jumping. Capturing as destroying is a little bit overlapped with charger. Uh, yeah. So I will probably have to get rid of the difference between destroy and capture. We will talk about it later. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think it is. I think I will have to get rid of destroy or capture one of them. I think I will have to get rid of the capture keyword because it's gonna be misleading given the abilities of my new pieces are a lot more different than the common way that the chess pieces could interact and kill each other. So we should probably go with the destroy wording. Okay, the last one of today we have our piece, a bishop piece that can hook onto the wall of pieces, turn into a rook piece that can bishop hook, and so on. This guy is probably the first robot guy when I think about yeah, it's gonna be a robot. Hold on, what the hell? Yeah. Continue from 51. Yeah, just for tomorrow or later session. But for here we have a robot. It's either is a slide turtle, a rook. Just can also hook, hook slide like a chicken. Yeah, it's a little bit overloaded, and after that it will turn into a slide uh, chicken that can hook like turtle into a wall of the enemy or all the pieces. Doesn't matter, it's gonna be a wall, whatever. The edge of the board is considered wall, even though the edge of the normal board could reach to the show cells outside of it. So technically, there's no walls there, but we don't care about that. It's should work. Should work. Okay, so this is one of the leftover robots. Okay, so we have about 6 pieces left, and that's great. That's really great. Uh, and that should be it for today. I don't know if this is the fast way or the slower ways I'm doing it. Uh, but I think talking about the pieces and think about how these pieces move when I jot down their abilities notes should be really good for later. It really does help me to remember these abilities, and to fight on them later because I will have to consider about 100 different abilities and movement combinations. Imagine them to my head, think how that will play out. It was like a nightmare, not given that I might not have enough PC to work with. Yeah, but that is for today. I think I will continue with the rest until we reach about 100 or less, and I will try to feed all of them into one single bot to see if I have finished my objective setting out for this. Like for the quality of the pieces themselves, they are great, and I would be dying to see me like playing a game of the pieces instead of playing chess. Like it could be a blast already. Um, yeah, and we are not even halfway there. I do have about 50 pieces I have on my note, and I did not have not that put them out. Yeah. The pieces that I have had on my notes are just notes about the general idea. I will have to consider and compare two for two, one for one, and then balance them, especially the movement aspect of the pieces. The movement cannot be very freely decided because of the way the rules that I set out to say that the pieces should have at least one unique aspect to it, movement wise, ability wise, and uh, that means that I actually have to review a lot of common movements so that I don't conflict myself when I create more like unique movement pieces. We do have a couple of unique movement pieces actually. A lot of them here are very unique. Yeah, they are actually quite, say, common. Not the abilities one though. The latest one that we were going through are the abilities focused ones, and they shape the landscape of the game. But we also have lots of movement focused pieces. So with the pieces that have ability as its focus, it's gonna have very basic movement in order to compensate for its power. With movement though, we will have turtle and chicken, which should be the weakest movement in the game. For option at each time, right? And then we have just one higher order, which is the knight. Sorry, actually, we have a little bit of an upgrade. I'm not sure about upgrading or not. It's gonna be a the lion and the kangaroo. Uh, Basically like the turtle and chicken, but can slide to move two step instead of one step, which does not have because I think that it's just very limited. Still, four possible moves at a time can cover quite a distance, but not gonna play well with the pieces can reposition themselves. But it will have to take practice matches to experience whatever. I don't like feel sure about it. But yeah, definitely the night movement is the best movement in terms of common movement in the game. If that piece happens to also have ability. Yeah, okay, I think I talked enough for today's stream. Another quite experienced streamer that I think I will have to stick to it until the game is done, I guess. Yeah, it will be a long time, so why not just start now? Why not just start the thing that I do so that I don't regret? I would love to play games. I wanna talk about shit, talk about random things, play chess, play pie chess, play anti chess, whatever. But this gonna be the biggest meal that, and if I don't work on it, I will be starving the rest of my life. And that is, I think, that has to wait. I will try to see you tomorrow if I could. For today, goodbye.